Let's all go to the lobby. Let's all go to the lobby. Let's all go.
Now, a feature presentation.
Good morning, Vietnam!
Welcome to the MatineeChat podcast
There is a God.
with Kathy Kaiser
Oh, stewardess, I speak jive.
and Anthony Wise.
Oh, excuse me, Russell, but I believe I requested the hand job.
He's just ignorant.
Stay connected at MatineeChat.com, on Facebook and Twitter at MatineeChat.
The radio's all yours now.
MatineeChat podcast on now.
Welcome back to Matinee Chat. We're on volume 30, I think, this week. Weren't we there last week?
Yeah, I think there was like a glitch in the Matrix.
Oh, okay. I think I asked you more than once what number were we on.
And I agreed with you.
All right. So we are really on volume 30 this week. Luckily, we had one of our listeners come through with, when we put it up there for everybody to, put out there maybe our mistake, Bob Frederick, who lives in Valmeyer and originally went to Belleville East High School.
You know, shockingly, a lot about this person.
I do. Maybe we went to high school together.
Oh.
He won, and then he actually entered to do our Say What and our Name That Movie Tune. And he got those both right, too.
Oh, way to go, Bob.
Yeah, way to go, Bob.
Hey there, Bob. Way to be, Bob.
So thank you for listening, Bob. Anyway, we're on number 30, and we got
Finally.
lots of fun,
Real 30 this time.
exciting films this week.
We do. And again, thank you to everyone from around the world, because I think we reached New Zealand.
We did. Yeah,
week.
it's like you
Yeah, I was
put that out
wondering-
there into the realm of possibility, and all of a
So,
sudden, New
let's go
Zealand.
for
Come on.
India or somewhere in the Polynesia, maybe.
Ooh,
Right?
okay. All right.
You know somebody out there, feel free to reach out to them and send this podcast and let them know that we're here to talk movies and
Talk
be friends.
movies. That's
and,
right. Friends around the world.
And make fun of Matt Damon.
He's making fun of Matt Damon, not me. Love you, Matt. Go ahead.
Not Kathy, but no, a lot of great movies this week. We got the return of Zoolander, 15 years later.
Yeah, do you believe it?
Yeah, because Hollywood's desperate. A brand new chick flick for the ages, a coming-of-age story for the ladies called How to Be Single.
Yes.
It's almost like a National Lampoon's coming of age. We'll get to that later.
Okay.
And then Deadpool.
Cannot wait to talk about
of comic book movies.
Deadpool. Go Marvel.
Character. And yeah, I'm excited to talk about it too, because it was fantastic. So, well, in the midst of all those, we'll play some games as well for your chance to win some tickets to the Edge Theater and the Lincoln Theater.
Yeah.
And thank you to both of them for being involved with the Matinee Chat
Thank
podcast.
you very
Of course,
much.
feel free to read all the reviews up online at MatineeChat.com. First movie of the podcast, Volume 30, is going to be Zoolander, The Return of the Zoo.
Yeah.
Derek.
Zoo number 2.
Magnum. What was the look? I forgot the other one.
Hansel?
Blue Steel.
Oh, Blue
There we
Steel
go.
is, yes.
And then Hansel. Of course, Hansel's so hot. I forget about Hansel.
All right.
So hot right now.
Rated PG-13, so not everybody in the family should go see it. Or maybe they should.
They probably
Whatever.
should. It's important. So we have, of course, Ben Stiller, Owen Wilson, Will Ferrell's in this.
Yes.
And I have a slew of other, I'm sure, just celebrities.
Slew.
This was
Justin
on Tuesday.
Bieber, your buddy, Justin Bieber.
Yes, that is my home's right there. Me and the Biebs way back.
And for me, fashion icons out the wazoo.
What, like Mila Jovovich?
Well, how about Valentino?
I don't know who that is.
Tommy Hilfiger?
I don't wear clothes.
Anna Winter? No?
I wear sweats. Unless they
Really?
design my sweats, I got nothing for you. Sorry.
Anyway.
Sorry.
So the boys are back with their fashionista ways. And maybe Ben Stiller, a.k.a. Zoolander, has a son.
Maybe.
You know.
Spoiler alert, he might have something.
He might
but
have a
Kathy's
son
not giving
this
it
time
away,
around.
Even though she's just giving it all away.
No, that's not
He had
giving
a
the
son,
whole
but
movie away. He has
last
a
time,
son.
though. He had a son last time. It ended with him having a son.
Right. Well, now he's a little
Grown
bit
up?
older. Yeah.
Okay.
It's 15 years later, but maybe the movie only takes us into the next couple years. Yeah. We only go 2 years from when it all ended, even though it's 15 years in the future when the movie begins.
It's
So.
okay. It's Hollywood. You can do what you want.
That's right. And they do what they want
Yeah.
all through the movie.
You don't remember Back to the Future when they went to the past?
Yeah.
I mean,
Okay. All right.
Purpose, doesn't it?
All right. Makes sense. Makes sense.
Makes
And
Hollywood sense.
I remember last time maybe Owen Wilson and Ben Stiller weren't the best of friends, but they are now.
Well, that's exciting.
Yeah, very exciting.
I'm assuming Will Ferrell, because I didn't get to see this. You did. That's a nice, lovely birthday dinner.
Yeah,
from
good
a
man.
lady.
Good man. Good man. Take care of your
And
lady.
I'm assuming Gatu is evil again, or he's the bad guy, or is
he
there another?
is. He
there a
is the
different
bad guy again.
Okay, and he only spent 2 years in prison for the
No.
attempted murder of
no, 'cause
Malaysian Prime Minister.
No, his son is now 13, 12, 13-ish. So, I mean, they took us finally back to where we should be.
But you said it was only 2 years after what happened.
Is when the movie started.
Oh, then they jumped ahead. Gotcha. Okay,
Yeah.
that makes more sense.
Yes, okay.
All right.
And
So,
Ben-
all right. So, well, then, is this the similar story to the first Zoolander, in which that it will not catch fire and it'll be a cult classic later on? Or do you think because the first one was such a classic, people will rush to the theaters, and should they rush to the theaters?
Okay, I think since the first one was such a classic, one of my faves, a lot of people are going to want to rush to the theater to see this. Truth of the matter be told, even Penelope Cruz as the fashion police, haha, she plays, the fashion police, and Justin Theroux, Jennifer Aniston's hubby, couldn't really
she
save
was married.
this film for me.
They couldn't.
No. If you go to MatineeChat.com or check us out on Twitter at MatineeChat, I rated Zoolander 2 very sadly. Wait and catch this one on Netflix or streaming, and the only reason it did not get Don't Waste Your Time or Money is because I love fashion, I love pop culture, I love pop stars. There was so many cameos in this film. It's like every other frame, someone's popping out to be a part of it.
Was there any Bowie reference at all, by any chance?
Any what?
Bowie reference? He was in the first one.
Yeah, no, you know what? Not that I'm pulling out right away.
Huh.
But it's one of those films you probably have to see it a couple times to catch everything, because literally, people are...
Layers.
Yep, layers and layers.
All right, we'll catch full review up online at MatineeChat.com, and I will definitely see it at some point. I still want to
You
go
will.
see Deadpool again.
Yeah, so sorry,
Before I
Ben. I
saw-
hated to do that, but
What was
that's
that?
the truth.
Did you just moan in the middle of a sorry? Goodness gracious.
Whatever, move on.
I'm happy to. I'll never hear that again. What do I have to do to never hear that sound? All right, here we go with the game. It's
Love
called
you too.
Name That Movie Tune for your chance to win some tickets to the lovely Edge Theater. And it starts like this.
Get these morons off the air.
Hey, Tiny, who's playing tonight?
We're on a mission from God.
I love his music. I do. I'm a Michael Bolton fan.
Name That Movie Tune.
Well, of course, here we are. We're back. It's Anthony's week. Yes, it's Anthony's week. We're having lots of fun.
You sound so monotone and bored about it. Why? Why are you doing
It's
that?
always more exciting when it's my week for me.
Well, yeah, because it's all about you. And this shows off my intelligence.
I know.
Which is very lacking this week. I just took off what movies are coming out this week. So this is a song from many movies. One in particular that's making a comeback this week. And then, but the other ones I don't think I've ever seen. But Kathy claims that there's other movies. So feel free to
There is absolutely
mention
more
whatever
movies that the
other
song is
movies
in.
that the song is in for your chance to win some tickets to the Edge Theater. And again, thank you, Edge, for being involved.
Relax, don't do it when you want to go to it. Relax, don't do it when you want to come.
So yeah, when you want to
Yeah.
come, just make sure you relax.
Okay,
And,
good,
The song,
good.
the song for most of my mornings and occasionally my nights before I go to sleep. So it's really great.
Really? Nice.
Well, just the
Okay.
things in the song. I understand. Listen to the song, but anyways.
Okay. All right, moving on. Go ahead.
Answer that below for your chance to win tickets to the wonderful Edge Theater. And again, thank you, Edge, for being involved with that. And now moving on to the second review this week, looking at a coming-of-age story of just really, it's a tale that's going to be told for years to come, Kathy, and I cannot be more excited about it.
How to be single.
I'm not excited about it at all. It had its,
Maybe one of us already lives this film,
well,
and it's not me.
it had its moments, and I was a fan
It's
of a
rated
lot
R.
of the actors.
Yay.
Was it?
Yeah, it was rated R.
I guess
Yeah, it was rated R.
I guess it had to be.
It had to be.
But yeah, no, I enjoyed it. It got mushy, of course. That's just what I wasn't into.
And then he yelled at me for looking at him. When it got mushy, I looked at him and, stop looking at me! Okay, fine, whatever. Sorry.
Well, what are you looking at me for?
I wanted to see if I was going to pick up any reaction from you.
I have no emotions. None.
Anyway, starring Rebel Wilson, Dakota Johnson, Allison Brie, and Leslie Mann. And there was a couple dudes in there, too. Do you remember
Just a couple dudes. Just a few of them.
Yeah, and, I was actually very pleasantly surprised in how they followed their lives, too. From the trailer and from the poster and everything, you think it's just the lives of those 4 women. But they worked in the single lives of...
It was like the real world without all the drama.
There you go.
With the drama and not as much cursing, but like still cursing.
Yes.
So yeah, no, I really enjoyed Anders. He just keeps getting these roles as
what about Damon Wayans
the boyfriend?
Jr.?
I always enjoy the Wayans.
Yeah.
I mean, that bloodline is incredible.
Oh.
I love every single one of them.
Very creative.
And then
love him too.
I just have the biggest hard-on for Rafi, Jason Mantzoukas. He's so great. He's the same character in every movie, but
I was gonna say he always
fantastic.
plays the same character, but you gotta love him. Like I just want to jump in there and hug him.
Yeah, no, he's really great. He's also in The League and a couple of the things that I've seen him before. So yeah, would I recommend the? I guess any.
He's struggling.
Any
He's struggling.
female for sure over 21. Any female with a good conscience or a good barometer for right and wrong at the age of 17 and up can go see this, obviously, because it's R. But I wouldn't replace. I wouldn't call it like an updated Mean Girls, like you grew up or anything.
No.
But I can definitely see where this could make an impact as a movie that people enjoy for a couple years. I don't know. I think the mushiness is going to win him over, but it deterred from me.
Okay, so what he's trying to say without not saying it is it's definitely a chick flick. The women are going to love this movie.
But it's got good humor that a guy would laugh too, which is why I laughed.
Okay.
It's also covered with, oh my God, like I need to find somebody because life just means
Well, once
so much
again,
more.
men and women look at relationships in a different perspective. And I think that's brought out in this film.
Yes, it is.
Yes, it is. So, I really think everybody's going to really enjoy it if you go to MatineeChat.com or check us out on Twitter at MatineeChat. I rated it somewhere between, now I can't talk, must see on the big screen and wait and check it out on DVD. It was somewhere in between there for me.
It's a good girls' night out movie. And even if you drag your boyfriend to it on Valentine's Day, it's not the worst thing in the world he's going to see. But yeah.
Yes, I did hear you chuckle a couple times.
Yeah, as I say, I laughed a couple times. I mean, girls are funny. I like funny girls.
And Rebel Wilson's crazy as always.
Yeah.
And Dakota Johnson plays the good girl, stepping out of her relationship.
Yeah,
no,
sure.
You don't think
all
she's
good
coming
girls
into the
go on
mainstream?
breaks.
We all need a break before we go down that permanent road,
I guess.
Okay.
The road is.
Anyway.
There's so many roads out there. Why are you just taking just one? How do you take the road of life? Is
I
not just
made
one
that
road,
choice
Kathy.
28 years ago. I'm waiting for you.
You'll be waiting a while, baby.
Okay.
Waiting a while. But
Anyway.
but it was good humor. Again, you can catch the review and of course the trailer up online, MatineeChat.com, and it's it was funny. Like I said, it had mush, and that's where I step away. But I'm sure the ladies will love it.
The ladies are gonna love it, so go see it. And I think force the guys to go with you, and then maybe we'll talk about another movie you can reciprocate with.
Yeah, that sounds like a good idea.
Okay.
All right, let's get into the game going. It's called Say What?
Let me bring you up to speed.
Say what?
You talking to me?
Say what again?
Games on the Matinee Chat podcast.
Thanks. I like to play.
Say what?
Unleash the fury.
Let's begin, shall we?
And it is my week still.
Yay. Because he doesn't share well with others.
No, well, I do too. There's others that don't share with me.
Okay.
I don't know where that was going at all.
Moving on again.
This one is, I got another throwback to this week. It's a scene from an earlier movie that may have an impact on a movie coming out this week.
He really stretched to come up with these this week, I'm telling you.
Stretch is all, it's all tied together. All right, here it is.
Wait. You don't have to do this. All right, maybe you do.
You don't have to do this, Wade. Okay? You don't have to do this, all right?
Okay. Because that isn't going to give it away at all.
No, it's not. It's not.
Okay.
I don't think so. Maybe. I don't know. Those that
I'm
know
telling
will
you,
know.
if he gets any easier for you guys to win tickets, this time to the lovely Lincoln Theater, yeah.
Yeah, if it gets
Really?
easier, I'll end up pregnant after one of these shows.
Exactly.
But yeah, so if you know that, feel free to answer below for your chance to win some tickets to the lovely Lincoln Theater. And thank you again, Lincoln, for being involved.
Thank you very much, Lincoln.
And wink, wink, nod, nod. All right, so number 3, we've got the highly anticipated new comic book movie.
So excited.
Deadpool, who I'm a huge fan of as a kid, reading the comics. I had the action figure twice because I lost it and then found it again.
Really?
Bought another one.
Wow. Nice.
And I've been waiting for this to happen, and it has restored my faith in the Fox Marvel side of things
Really?
versus what
Okay, good.
they've done recently. Because starting off with the Tobey Maguire Snorefest was, I don't have that much to go with.
Okay,
in the
all
early
right,
2000s.
okay.
So this was a
No,
nice,
not too much bash of Marvel. Come on.
So this was a nice reprieve. Well, I think Marvel gave to Trump, but that's a whole other situation.
Okay.
But yeah, no, this was very, very well written from the start of the movie. From the credits, you see how well it's written,
Which is just amazing.
yeah.
When that started, I was like, oh my God, this is going to be incredible.
They did a really great job of breaking the fourth wall. And for those of you that don't know, that don't follow Deadpool as a comic, that's one of the things that made him special as a comic book character. Is he would break away from the comic to have a conversation with the reader.
Right.
And
maybe it wasn't a clean conversation hardly ever.
No, it was never a clean conversation. So that's another reason why I like
Maybe
Deadpool
he's a
so
smart,
much.
but yeah.
Smart. This is the internet. We don't have.
Oh,
to.
I don't
We
have
can-
to
we can
cut
say
that. Maybe he's a
Alex.
smartass all the time.
Yeah, that's still not a curse word, but whatever.
Okay.
But it is.
I'm a
very
lady.
funny
Remember, we already had
and-
this conversation.
and very well written, and it is gory though. It's got a lot of blood, and it's got some gooey parts.
Yes.
Not gooey lovely, like gooey gushy bloody parts. So if you're not into that, then maybe it's not for you. But if you're a comic book fan, even if you've never seen Deadpool, you can step into this and really appreciate the writing and really just fall just in love with Ryan Reynolds. I mean, over and over again. I mean, how can you not, ladies? How can you not?
Well, fine. Now you took my lead in there. How can you not love Ryan Reynolds? Sorry, Blake. We know he's yours, but we all just admire him so much. And luckily for me, a lot of my friends and fellow movie critics are comic book buffs, so they caught me up to date before I walked
Nerds.
into this one.
Nerds is what we're called, lady.
Nerds. Okay. Well, I was trying not to call you that word.
Well, nerds are cool. Nerds make all the money these days. Get out of here.
Okay. All right. But yeah, and from my standpoint, I can't believe I'm going to say this out loud, but I shared it in the review, so it's all okay. Ryan Reynolds may have just knocked Robert Downey Jr. off the pedestal of my favorite Marvel character ever.
Why?
Why? Because he was so real. I mean, he is just exactly who he is. He doesn't mince words. He kills people right and left. He just does what he's got to do because he's got to do it. And Iron Man was there, but it's teetering. I can't believe how much I loved and enjoyed this movie.
I'm glad you liked it.
Yeah.
It was fun.
And it wasn't just because it was you and Carl and Brad and all the nerds.
Oh, no,
They're
not at all.
cheering it on. No, I absolutely loved this film.
No, it's a
Loved
perfect
it.
case in point because you have no idea what you're getting into with Deadpool, and you came out loving it. So that's a perfect case in point. And I definitely recommend And you take the whole family. I mean, all
Oh
the way
my
down
God,
to
no,
5,
no, no,
just
no, no, no. Do
bring
not
'em
listen
along.
to this. It is rated R, and they had to cut so much out of this film to get that R rating. There's so much still left in this film that I can't believe it's an R. So don't listen to Anthony.
There's no nudity.
No, there isn't, but
Okay.
they cut a whole
how can you
bunch
tell?
out of this film.
But what's past
to
R?
get
Past
their
R
rating.
is NC-17, and you need some nudity to get to that point. So,
Well,
it was never into
apparently
that.
nudity was not needed because Ryan Reynolds is that
I
fabulous.
think he goes full frontal at some point in the movie.
I remember a backside.
Yeah, I think that's what it
Really?
was.
Okay.
Maybe.
All right. Well, now that we got that
Maybe he had a
covered.
butt double, just like De Niro had a penis double.
Oh, my God.
I
Are we back there again?
Still a very strong theory out there.
Okay. All right. Well, I don't know how to clarify that for you, so...
You should make phone calls, Kathy.
Okay, all right. I'm going to work on my
Call.
PR skills yet again. Let me call
Find
his
the Hollywood
manager
dick
and
doubles.
find out. Okay. All right. I'm on it.
So, yeah.
Definitely.
Go see Deadpool. It is a fantastic movie, and I know I'm saying that as a fanboy, but it was really well written. And I gotta be, and in addition, if it helps out, I will say that I was losing my faith in comic book movies. I was so excited in the early 2000s, just getting a breath of Spider-Man, even though it was Tobey Maguire. But I lost faith. I didn't rush to see the Avengers. I didn't go see
Because
the
he's a
Iron
loser.
Mans, and I am a loser.
No, I'm teasing
but I
you.
don't know. It just didn't really grab me, and this character definitely
You
did.
don't love Captain America.
Did all
really?
that for me. No, not really. I was never a big Captain America fan. I remember the old one. I like the old one with Dolph Lundgren, I think, who was in it.
Oh.
Maybe.
Chris Evans is the man. But he's not the man now, because the man is Ryan Reynolds.
That is correct. Catch the full review of the website, MatineeChat.com, and definitely go see Deadpool, but at least make sure they're 14 or older. 14 can handle that.
I was going to say 15.
Whatever. They should start teaching sex earlier than that.
Okay. All right. If you want to follow Anthony, you follow Anthony.
Walking the wild side.
There you go. So, what do we have coming up next week?
I don't know, Kathy. What do we have coming up next week?
Well, next week we're going to talk about Race, the Jesse Owens story. I've been excited to see that film, too.
Call me Jesse Owens.
And Jason Sudeikis is in that, too.
All right.
Yeah.
Why do you get his name right?
Because you were on me for how long?
I've never been on you.
Okay. All right. You were telling me how to say his last name because I kept saying it incorrectly
remember
according
that.
to you.
Just
Okay. That is what I was
A little
saying.
definition of the word on has never happened.
Anyway, we're also going to get a chance to talk about Risen and Touched with Fire.
Touch with fire sounds burning.
There you go.
All right. Well, we'll look forward to that next week. Have a great weekend at the movies.
Thank you for listening and
appreciate
joining
you listening.
us.
Tell your friends, and feel free to contact us anytime. Facebook, Twitter, MatineeChat, emails, whatever. If you can find us, we'll chat.
Absolutely. And if you think Anthony's wrong, or I'm wrong, or right, please give us a shout out.